Hey folks, Ben here, just with a quick video to help you get started with the M365 deployment tool. Let's jump straight into the lab. So the deployment tool is really it's designed to aid you in deploying Office. So you create the Office deployment package and you create something in Intune. So this takes all the hard work out of it. It downloads all the necessary files, it checks the logic inside your Office config XML file, it looks at the products you're deploying. It downloads the necessary files depending on the switches you pass to the tool or what options you select in the UI. And it will spit out all the information we need to build the Win32 app. So it's pretty cool. And there's two different ways to run this. You can either run it as the PowerShell script way, which is quite simple, or you can run it. There's a nice little Electron GUI, which is quite useful as well. So go to github.com, by Ben, M365 deployment tool to download it. Like I say, you can just download the PowerShell script and just get started straight away, or you can go and download the release, which is just the zip file that contains all these files here. You only really need to download the release tool if you want the sample XML files to play around with some stuff. So these just contain these are the things that you would have created if you went to config.office.com and went through all these different options to generate your Office XML file. So yeah, it contains the samples, but it also downloads all these other files needed. If you want to run the GUI, you just need to make sure you got Node installed, and it's just a small Electron app. So really, it's just like a little mini JavaScript server. So it's going to let you launch this HTML file with some styling and some JavaScript there, just to help you use the deployment tool in the GUI. Anyway, we digress. So I'm going to show you how to use it with PowerShell first of all. So I've downloaded all the files into a folder called lab. So I downloaded the zip and extracted it. So there's my PowerShell file. And I've got some sample XML files in this folder. So I'm in my lab directory in PowerShell. So you'll see this autocomplete because I've run this a couple of times. So the PowerShell script, config XML. So we want to tell it what XML file do we want to process. So I'm just going to have a look in the samples folder, and I've got that sample XML file. You want to really maybe think about using online mode as you're kicking the tires on this thing. That just saves you downloading the full Office package offline. All this does is download a stub file, the setup.exe, which is needed to do the install for Office. And we'll talk through that as we build the package. So this is a very basic, simple invocation of the PowerShell script. So we hit return. It's doing a couple of different things. First of all, it's going to download the stub installer setup.exe. We're also going to download from the Microsoft API a list of the latest Office versions that are valid. We then look at the XML file you fed us. We check whether that's good or not good. If you're deploying the latest version of Office, we still need to know the version. If you're going to do detection properly with the Win32 app, you should know the version. You shouldn't just rely on, hey, Office is installed because I can see this registry key. We can be better than that. So we had no version, so we assumed the latest install. So we pulled the latest version of Office for the channel specified in the XML file, which is quite cool. Like I say, we downloaded the stub installer. We take the XML that you fed us and we generate an install XML file and an uninstall XML file, because you might want to uninstall Office one day. And then we just generate a few different files. We download the Win32 content prep tool, and then we feed the information we've downloaded, and we end up creating a package. So if we just browse to this folder, so depending on whether you're running Mac or not, it depends on where this ends up. So in the packages folder, it's built an online mode Office. Online mode means it only has the stub installer, so it's a very small package. Look at the size of the IntuneWin file. We've given you a detection script you can use for the Win32 app. So this will accurately detect whether this version of Office is installed or not. So at the top of the script, it contains the display name and the version, and this is all automatically generated based on what's in that config XML file. Like I say, we generate an install XML and an uninstall XML. We grab a logo, and you can change where we get this from. We need the stub installer, and this is cool. This text file will tell you everything you need to know to create the file in Intune, to create the app in Intune, forgive me. So all this information here, we tell you the office. So this was Office with no Teams. We give you a description to use, the app version. In the notes field, we recommend you just saying like what flavor is this office, just so the next admin who comes along knows what they're deploying. And we tell you what the install and uninstall command is, and then like step-by-step instructions if you need them to create the app in Intune. But yeah, essentially with this information in this text file and with the files in here, you can just go and create that Win32 app in Intune now, no problem at all. Super simple. You could run the package, like I say, without the online mode, and it will download all the Office data files in here as well. And that's up to you whether you decide you want to do that. Okay, so that was nice and straightforward. Now we want to invoke the GUI. So if we go back to the README file in the GitHub repo, we do need Node.js, so just make sure that's installed. You do need PowerShell 7 as well. For Node.js, you just want to install it. And then we just want to do an npm install and an npm start from the directory where you extracted that release. So from this lab directory. So let's just go now. We've done an npm install. All that does is downloads the node modules that are required for this app. And so then we're just going to do npm start. So this opens up the tool, and very straightforward. You know what XML file you want to use to build this Office package. Well, let's use the same one because that's cool. Again, I want to just say, well, create the Office package for me and create the IntuneWin for me, but don't download all the Office data files. Just use the stub. And there's some advanced settings here as well if you want to change like the icon we get, the API, how we interact with the Microsoft API to understand whether we have a good Office version or not, and all that good stuff. So start packaging, and it just goes off and does the same thing. So it validates the XML, and it gets everything we need to build the IntuneWin file. And then we can open the output folder here, and this gives us a similar output, which is quite cool. If I told it not to do the online version and did start packaging, you'll see here in the log that it actually starts to download the correct Office data files for this version of Office as well. So this is about 3 to 4 gigs. So I won't wait for this one to cook. Ultimately, what's going to happen is in your output folder, in your packages output folder, you'll see an offline mode build appear here when it's baked. And it's the same. It's going to contain the same information, but it's also going to have the Office data files in there as well. So when the IntuneWin is created, it contains all that goodness. We'll probably come back to this in a second. What else do we have that's good to show? We have in the logs folder, we have a log. So if anything goes wrong, or if you want to know what we did, everything's fully logged out, which is quite cool. Yeah, and that's it really. Did we get a package built? Yeah, so there's the offline mode package built. We're still generating the IntuneWin file, but you can see it's downloaded the Office source files here as well, which is going to be referenced in the installation. That's pretty much it. Yeah. I can't think of another easy way to build Win32 apps for Office. You feed it the XML file. We'll probably iterate on this. We'll probably make it so that we'll give you an option, so you can do an interactive login through delegated auth and connect to Intune. And as long as you've got the right role, we'll actually go ahead and create the Win32 app for you. That sounds like a reasonable next step for this. And also thinking about whether we should build a web app version. So instead of having to run an Electron app offline, you just do all this from a website. So that's it. Best of luck with it. I hope it's useful in creating your Office packages.